Balloon to Pista, episode 256. I've been brought into a local dick sucking factory, which has been recently reorganized under cooperative principles as a workers' co-op. I'm here as a consultant and expert to help improve these hard workers' productivity even further, for the good of everyone involved. Here on the shop floor, it's Matt. Can you show me your technique?
Well, as a new cooperative dick sucking factory, we're actually working together to suck the dicks at the same time.
Okay.
Me and Henry here, we can show you.
Well, I usually outsource my dick sucking. I feel like there's far more qualified people than me.
Interesting. Now, there's a lot to work with already, because obviously we as a team want together to get as many dicks sucked as possible. That's how you make your money. That's how you make the bottom line, not for the bosses now, but for yourselves. So, although you might leave with like one more satisfied customer by having a double dick suck, is it possible that you could like skimp a little bit on the quality and get more people through the door?
Well, I'm kind of like dick sucking sweatshop. Like there's just a lot of dicks getting sucked, but there's not much moral activity going on there. I'm just all about sucking dicks. I just need the dicks to get them sucked.
Are you thinking if maybe we opened up a couple of extra mouths here, we could probably, get two or three dicks getting sucked at the same time?
Well, look,
by the same person.
Obviously, you know how to do your jobs, but I am also sort of an expert in this area. So it's like I'm not saying that you're wrong, but to me, it's fairly straightforward that having two mouths for one dick is gonna take you're not making the same savings. It's not twice as fast, or am I wrong? Is it twice as fast?
Oh, good.
It's actually 3 times as fast.
I have a point actually. Surely we should be reducing the amount of workers and then paying to get higher skilled workers because we're gonna suck dicks more. Because listen to this, because the quality of dick sucking is going to improve, and that means people are going to come quicker.
Now that's interesting, but bear in mind you do also all want to do it for each other, so you don't want to leave people behind. Sure, you want to make a higher profit for everyone, but you don't necessarily want to leave people behind and lay them off because obviously you're all working together. So I don't think that's going to be very popular with your colleagues. But it's an interesting.
What about
idea.
training? What about hiring some trainers?
This is a great idea. Well, this is
we
sort
start
of
an apprenticeship program, perhaps, like an internship. Where we bring in some new blood.
That's a great idea, and that helps the local community. So I like that one a lot. I wonder whether
we could do an outreach program.
I just want to circle back to the 3 times faster thing that you mentioned earlier. Because I'm wondering if we could do some like A/B testing here, right? Because obviously, if your experience is that it's 3 times faster, then that's a good deal, and that's the way you should be working. But in case it's not, like we should probably like check this for sure, right?
Okay, what have you got in mind?
Well, I'm just saying, sorry, go on.
There's only so much time we can dedicate to dick sucking on this.
I mean, I can. Are we?
Well, just
I think that wouldn't be appropriate for YouTube.
Okay, so are we doing this after? So. My question is, how is this, what impact does this have on the IDL community?
What sort of imp would it have?
What input the co-op of dick suckers have?
Well, this is an interesting question because we're sort of like, we're stepping out of the
great song, by the way.
We've got the dick sucking factories, and now we're sort of stepping into the real world, and I wasn't quite ready for that.
Oh, that's what the D in the dick sucking factory stands for.
Yes, that's true.
What IDL?
Yeah,
IDL Dick Sucking Factory League.
Yes.
So, or is it?
You might win the league this season. You might win the league this season if you get your game up.
We've got a consultant on our team.
Wait, who's?
It's like if you got Kuroki as a coach for the real IDL.
I have a question then. You know how we have vouchers in IDL? How does one enter the
the other idea?
And how do I? Yeah, you know what I'm.
I think I know. Yeah, well,
I think you do know.
The thing is, right? Obviously, it's quite easy for an external auditor to see if they're allowed into the dick sucking factory, whether this is a legitimate operation or not. You only need to be in there for like a week or so to see that there are like, say, a certain number of workers turning up every day and a certain number of people coming through the door. going through the process. Like, it doesn't take very much to
The
audit
process?
that. So, like, if you want to get into the league, you just, you email the league organizer, or email Nathan, and he'll send Alex around for a week or so.
Okay. You mentioned the process there.
Oh yeah.
That rings a bell.
Yeah, well, we don't have to dwell on the process right now, but obviously, we actually don't really want. I think the process is good for like sports leagues, but not for like organizing a factory, because you don't want to do a bad job for a while in order to do a better job later. Just the mechanisms aren't there.
Okay, great. Okay, great. Who's the like the you have vouchers.
Yeah.
Does this now?
It's just not the
How
same
does the
system, mate. It's just audited.
Why can't we have the same system? Why can I not vouch
Okay,
for?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was.
I mean,
shutting
I
you
want to
down
vouch
early.
for certain people. I want to. Hey, I want to see if people can join. I'll vouch for you if you. This is like a trade offer here.
I think we're getting inappropriate for the podcast right now.
HR's gonna get involved with our dick sucking vouchers.
I don't know. Charlie's wife, is she joining IDL? I can. No, sorry, Charlie. Sorry, Charlie.
Of the podcast, we've had the first restart already, and I think we might want the first edit.
No, I'm not editing that.
No, we've had edits before. It's only an exceptional circumstance.
Charlie's on my team this season. I can just argue my way out of this in the team calls next game.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't say nothing. Just do Shaggy. It wasn't me, you know.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
Yeah.
That actually wasn't me.
Anyway, let's
shall
we proceed? Because I think we've got a little. Anyway, shall we?
Yeah, let's carry on. This is a Dota podcast.
Yeah. This is definitely the low ground.
I didn't mean to bring this upon you, listeners. Anyway.
Anyway, Pete's on the podcast. Pete, who are you?
I'm Pete. Hello. I've discovered that I'm an old head recently when Nathan put his whole thing up, and I was the 4th in terms of number of games played. So apparently I'm an ideal old head. No, as in like.
Right, sorry about that. My PC crashed, but we're back.
No problem. Yeah. So just we get to issue a correction immediately. Matt went into the archives. Look, I'm sure that when I looked, it said I was 4th with whatever the default all-time setting was. But Matt is saying that I'm 7th, which feels a lot closer to
7th. Yeah.
In any case, basically I know people. I actually got in sort of via Adam, a squirrel, even though I joined quite a bit before him, because he is someone I know from playing Magic: The Gathering with him back in the day, and he was playing Dota with me and some of my mates, and he just happened to invite some Magic friends into the Dota train. One of them sees a clip of me at some stupid University of York thing and says, "That's Pete, who I know in person," and that was Exploding Cow, Mike, who Matt will know, but Henry might not know.
I know who Exploding Cow is. Yeah, I think I might have played one game with them, maybe.
Yeah, and he was a good mate from when I played Magic back in Bristol, and it was just a really nice fun way to reconnect with someone, and then also sort of gradually ended up in the IDL from that, which has been obviously a lovely time. Other than that, I'm as a lot of people will know, ardent and angry anti-capitalist and environmentalist, I guess, mostly.
Pete loves diesel engines, war, other things like that.
Airplanes. He loves.
Oh, he loves airplanes.
I love airplanes.
Just while we're on the topic of Nathan's stat tool, I think it's wrong because it's telling me I've got 36 games of Tidehunter all time, and I don't think that's true in IDL. At least I don't know if I've ever played Tide in IDL.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right. I love Tide, and I played a decent chunk.
But yeah. I don't know. That doesn't sound.
Oh, could someone send me the link to Nathan's stat thing?
So, oh yeah, maybe.
Unless I might have it. I know I've got it. Oh, I've got the old link. Never mind.
So I will say that regardless of what the specifics are, I've played a lot since quite a few seasons ago now, and I just didn't realize that I was sort of because it's sort of weird. Because if someone's joined like one season before you, they're like in your mind someone who's been in the IDL forever. But it may have just been like, you know what I mean? Like
This
you
is
just don't
that
get to see
was definitely the case with me. Like some people who I think have been in forever. Like example,
JJ and Finn, probably.
Well, no, yeah, but I kind of knew that they'd only just joined. But yeah, like JJ, if I wouldn't have known, I'd be like, okay, JJ's been in for like since the dawn of time.
Yeah.
But he's actually only been in for like 2 more seasons than me.
Yeah, part of the furniture, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tis
Well, he's you know, like you, he's now an institution of the IDL so quickly. So you know, it makes sense.
What does that mean?
Like, as in like. An institution
like,
of
part
like
of the furniture, like you know, the establishment.
One of the pillars of
you're
creation.
a big part of the community.
Okay, that's
like
good.
JJ is the top caster, you're the top podcaster.
Yeah, not like JPK. He's just kind of come in and float around.
Yeah,
you're not like that
He's a
guy.
floater.
Not like that guy. Hi Joe, how you doing?
Hi Joe.
Leave us a comment. Leave us a comment, Joe.
Wait, could it be Joe that's doing the questions? No, he's not that responsible. There's no way it's him, is it? But you know, the one that checks on us.
He's not that responsible. Sometimes
no,
they're usually they're not that responsible.
It's Ryan or Finn, isn't it?
I reckon it's Ryan. I reckon it's Ryan or Finn. That's
could be. I don't think it's Finn either.
Really?
I think Finn would forget.
I think it's Finn. I want to find out. It's like the Stig.
But, it's like the Stig, but we don't know who it is.
Obviously, you're doing this bit where you're pretending I'm Wraith King EnJJoyer, but we don't know who that is either. They put a lot of hints that it's JJ.
They're trying to like convince us that it's JJ, and we know it's not.
We know Pete. Sorry, should I say Wraith King EnJJoyer?
No.
No.
He doesn't want to be outed.
Who is Wraith King EnJJoyer? And why am I on a call?
Who
with
killed Laura Palmer?
Okay, so why are you Wraith King EnJJoyer as well? I feel like this is.
Well, okay.
He just likes Wraith King.
I'm not going to admit to it, but suppose that I would.
Okay, suppose that you would.
It's a high success hero for me in IDL. And it is quite nice. You know, you get the skellies. It's a nice brain off hero. I'm an old man with a slow brain, you know? I'm like
Yam.
Okay at laning, okay at last hitting. But it's like one of the things that I think it does for me is like both it and
gives
Necro,
you a boner? Oh, my bad.
And Spirit Break. Yeah, that. But also they allow me, and same with Tide, like I like heroes where I can like fuck up and then recover, you know? And Wraith King's the classic of that. Like I can go ham with that guy and then just blink out when I respawn. Yeah.
Yeah. That is
I did just check the stats tool, and it's obviously wrong, but it does say you're by far the most Wraith King games at 40 all time. But I don't think that's true either. I don't think you've played IDL that much.
I might not have played like 40. No, I've probably played 40 games of Wraith King.
But not in IDL.
Not in IDL, no way.
That's crazy, right? That's
There's no
and
way.
also, not to mention that next up is Goldrian at 32. And have you ever seen Goldrian play Wraith King?
No.
No.
So, I haven't.
I don't know what's gone on with the numbers on this, but something's not quite right with the hero-specific thing.
According to DotaBuff, I've played 74 games of Wraith King, like, total.
Yeah.
Lifetime total, which is a lot less than, well, you know, I don't play like half of my games in IDL.
Why?
What
do you mean?
That's what I mean is, so that's like 40 games in IDL of Wraith King would mean that like I've played that. Like half of the games I've played of Wraith King would have been in IDL.
Yeah. Nah. Surely not.
It ain't. It's not. It's definitely not.
The math ain't mathing. So as well, I just want to make a slight, I wouldn't say apologetic comment, just comment of acknowledgement that we actually don't have the game's stats. Like we have no stats for this week because there's no ticket. I think that's right.
Yeah, there's no ticket yet. I don't know if it's active yet. Hopefully, because I think next game is ours on Sunday, Pete. I don't think there's one tomorrow. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have a. Ours is the last. Yeah, Sundays are. Oh no, wait, there is a game on Saturday. Wait, what?
Yeah, there's one tomorrow. Sporky versus Team Rocket.
Oh yeah, Sporky.
Oh, it's
no.
They pulled
Yeah.
their game forward way far forward. Right. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
That's why there are 3 games there already. So yeah, no,
Yeah.
there is a game tomorrow. Team Rocket versus Sporky Diver, and yeah, fingers crossed we've got one. I'm sure the captains will sort that out, right, Pete?
Right, Pete. Right.
What have we got? Sorry, I was not
If
listening.
we've got a ticket or not, I'm sure you'll find out before the game.
Oh,
won't you?
Alex just said, yeah, I'm pretty sure in the chat it said ticket's been accepted.
Oh,
in
but we
the
don't know
league
that. We're
admin.
not captains.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, that's a great point, actually.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
would we know that, Pete?
I don't
Come
know.
on, man.
Like, hey, when I read a message, I'm not like necessarily logging in my brain where it was sent. You know?
That's a good point.
You
That's
should.
a very good point. You should do, yeah.
This is one of the many failures of communism, really.
Yeah, to be. Yeah, I'll grant you that.
It's one of the systemic failures, like lack of communication. Centralization leads to lack of communication towards the outer fringes of IDL. Maybe
So
I
true,
don't get
bestie.
exactly what I need.
So true, bestie. We should play the communist factory dwarf board game that I have, Matt, sometime.
Okay.
It's got that as a theme in it. It's quite complicated.
I'm sure it is.
Should we cover the games anyway from what we know?
Yeah, let's do a quick run through.
So we had the first one
just
was Ass
for
against Good
reference,
Guys.
We are Henry. What team are you on? You're on.
I'm a Slappy
Spaffy Fat Nuts.
Yeah, Slappy Nuts.
Slappy Fat Nuts.
Slappy, what? Yeah.
Me and Pete are on PP Cobb's Gun, so we are part of 3 of the games, so we can talk about those at least.
Yeah, and I watched Ass versus Good, but I've kind of forgotten. The thing about Ass versus
the game and have nothing in my brain from it.
there's the Ass versus Good. The one thing
all I remember is Ass looks really scary,
Yes.
and that bothers me to the nth degree because we're playing them on Sunday.
And another thing that I wanted to say was Dread Knight looks really on fire, like really cooking. So
you think about it, they've got fucking Dread Knight Jeansy and Monster. Like,
yeah,
that's
their
3
tricore
cores.
is
That's like
crazy.
yeah, that's crazy
actually.
tricore.
I don't think last time Ass had an Ass stack that it was actually like very representative of their individual skill levels. I think now with Jeansy it's kind of enabling them a little more because Jeansy's quite an enabler player.
Also, like, isn't the difference this time? Wasn't it the exact same lineup except you swapped Jeansy for Jace, which?
Yes,
I think it was. Yeah,
it was. Yeah,
which is obviously.
That's quite a different.
Sorry,
The league has
Jace.
changed quite a lot. The league has changed quite a lot since that season, I think, but still, that's pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
No disrespect. It's just numbers. Like the numbers.
I will
lie.
also say I love that they went back to the Ass name, even though it went so
Yeah,
badly before. I
Well,
appreciate going
It
back
fits
to
so
Ass.
well, you know.
And it's playing
Yeah,
to the
to be
bit
fair.
of the season. I like it.
Yeah, they've got a nice logo as well. It's quite funny.
Do they? I've not actually seen the logo. I didn't pay attention.
It's just a guy, you know. It's like I don't know. I can't remember what. I've kind of got like Pudge in my mind, but I don't think it was actually Pudge. But it was, like a cartoon guy with a, caked up ass.
Caked up.
I think it's Dragon Knight, isn't it?
Could be Dragonite. That would make sense.
But yeah, no, you're right. I just checked, and it is. Yeah, it's the same team as Ass, but yeah, Jason, Jeansy instead of Jace. Which that is quite the power up. So fair play to Monster. You got a sick team, and they just basically looked. I think they looked really strong just out of the gate, and the good guys are.
0-4.
What am I looking at?
Yeah.
Are they 0-4? No, I thought they won a game, didn't they?
No, they didn't. That's you're thinking of that game against the other bad guys, but they didn't win it.
What you're probably thinking of, Matt, is the time that I subbed for QC for them in a in a scrim against the Team Silent, and we won 2-0. You're probably thinking of the fact that when I was playing with them, they won easily.
Wait, that happened? Silent got 2-0'd by you in the scrim?
By me in the good guys as QC.
Okay.
Just a little brag there. Just a
Interesting.
fun little brag.
Humble brag.
Yeah, not very humble, but certainly a brag.
But yeah, I think this team's gonna be pretty scary. Maybe the fact that it's Ass, previous Ass, people are like, oh, I don't know if they'll do well.
Yeah.
I think they're fucking really good.
They're also
Strong.
numerically the weakest team, so that
Really?
means they've got a lot of elo to gain this season.
Yeah.
So
This is the anti-process.
Yeah. This
Yeah,
is the
I
anti-process.
This is the culmination of their process.
Yes. This is them actually finalizing their process. Like,
Yeah.
this is their chance.
Jeansy, Jeansy wasn't happy that I kept picking him, but now he's reaping the rewards of having been held back for so long.
Real. Yeah. I mean, it was said at this before the season, Jeansy's one of the most valued picks this season.
Yeah.
Just because he's
That's why I kept
so
picking him.
low now somehow. Yeah, exactly. And then we had Rocket versus you guys.
Yeah. I
Do
don't
you wanna
remember what
start
happened in
pick-
game 1 at all. Like,
Game
seriously,
one
I
was
don't
we
remember.
had Doom. It was the Pugner game.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's why I don't remember it straight out.
Yeah.
Blocked it out.
We really thought it was a good idea to pick Pete Pugner, and it's not that you necessarily did badly on the Pugner. It was just like maybe it just wasn't a good idea at all.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think inherently Pugner couldn't be a mid still, because obviously Pugner kind of used to be a bit of a core.
Yeah.
But, like, it just felt like I couldn't do anything because they had lots of studs and I couldn't.
Yeah.
I didn't
Well,
get
they
BKB
started
like
their
first.
draft. Yeah, they started their draft with Venge, Slardar, and Pango.
Yeah.
And after that, we were just kind of like, oh shit, we just can't play the game because they had
Yeah.
so much minus armor and stuns. It was just impossible.
That's quite a
played
nice
Doom,
little
and
opener.
they didn't really
that
do
is.
anything. Yeah, well, we thought we were getting everything we wanted because we opened with CM Undying, which was like,
Yeah.
what more could we want from a start? But I think after that, it just sort of went a bit off the rails for us, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I also there were definitely bits of fights where I kind of felt like we were doing okay, and then it just sort of fell away from us. Like, I
Yeah.
thought it was pretty even for a while, and then, like, something happened, and it was just like, I can't do anything in any fight anymore, like...
We ran out of stuns and controls,
Yeah.
basically. No, we just ran out of tools to win, to take fights, and then we just got ran over because they had a Pangler.
Yeah.
Mm.
So,
Yeah, actually, to be fair, who was on the Pango? They, like, really did well.
Kensudo.
Kensudo, yeah.
Samson on
Kensudo
Pango
did
did well. I've never seen him play
He did
Pango.
in a big way.
I mean,
That's
no, Samson-
throwing some shade there, Henry.
No, but no. Samson is like I think
Samson
he's.
Pango did well.
No, I think he's at laning. He's like
What?
one of the best players in the IDL. I think he might even be better than JPK at laning, and Jay's a good laner. And controversial, maybe, I know, but
No. For me, I like that. I have
he
a horrible
only
aim.
has Samson in my head at least, and I've played I think like maybe 800 games with him. I think he has like 10 heroes, and Pango is not one of them. So that surprises me. So well done,
Yeah,
Samson.
it was a limited pool for him, I think.
Also-
We banned a couple of his boys, I think.
Also, congrats to Samson who just graduated this week, literally yesterday.
Oh, nice. Congrats.
So
he's now a businessman because he did business. So that means he's going to be making business moves.
Yeah,
Does that
hopefully
mean I'm
starts to
a
work as
failed
co-op or
musician?
something.
Wait, we needed a CEO for our cooperative dick sucking.
You don't.
Samson on the pod next week?
No.
No?
No, as in he could be, but Pete was just cringing because I said CEO for the cooperative.
No, it's the cooperative executive officer.
To be fair,
Exactly.
you do still need people in management positions. Like
COO?
management does do a real function in a lot of, we don't need to get into it, but yeah, you can have a CEO.
Okay, yeah,
Just-
Samson can be the dick sucking CEO.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, right.
Not
Right
everyone has to
positions.
be on the shop floor for it to be a co-op.
I mean, I want to be on the. I want to be a. What do you get? Taste test? Sorry, we moved on anyway.
Let's move on, Henry.
Do you get free samples?
You know what's funny is
Samples.
this- So that bit is like, a recurring intro every now and again on Bunta Vista. But it's fine with them because they sort of like have a bit of fun with it. But it's normal. But it seems like you really like. you want it so your desire for it is so real, Henry. That it's a bit,
I'm just don't hate the player, hate the game.
I guess so.
No, what's the
I
saying?
guess so.
It's not the saying we're looking for. I'm looking for I'm gonna have to come back to you on that. Let's continue.
Okay.
But yeah, game 2 against Team Rocket, we had we could, should, and would have won that game.
Done
if
it for
not
the love of the
Enigma.
game. That's the saying. The love of the game.
There you go,
Continue.
that's the one.
Continue. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, if we got Edgar's Enigma, we would have won that game. And yeah, there's not much.
I do still wonder if there were things we could have done differently, but it really didn't feel like once he had BKB,
Yeah.
there was just like no way for us to take a fight if he played it right, and he did.
Well, and they had Naga to set it up as well. It was just like there was never a real way to actually deal with it, unfortunately. But yeah, they won. They did good.
Edgar's now an offlaner. He officially declared it as well. He is
Yeah,
officially an
seems like
offlaner.
it.
So I'm
Well,
one step closer to the best mid laner in the IDL.
I was actually thinking of midding this season, and I think
Echo's gone.
next season I'm gonna play mid.
Oh hell, let's
But
go.
I don't even know. I've never played it before. I literally it's my
It's good
least. I think I maybe have 100 games on mid ever. So, hell yeah, it's time to cook. And then
Alright, next game.
yeah. What was our next game? We had Bad Guys versus Silent. Well, it
Wait,
was.
were you involved in this one, Pete?
Nope.
Well,
I think so.
what's all this editorializing going on?
No,
in the
that was
text?
JJ. That was JJ.
That's
He
just, I
said.
just copied directly from the
Oh,
announcement.
okay. I thought you were editorial.
No, JJ said 1-1.
Like, oh, we would have won. We would have 2-0'd them.
If it weren't for those
If it
meddling
weren't for those
kids.
meddling kids.
Yeah.
1-1. I didn't watch this game. I'm not gonna lie. I apologize,
I didn't
guys.
watch
I'm
it
sorry.
either. Yeah, sorry.
I think I might have tuned in briefly to like parts of the stream and not really taken it in. You know.
Yeah, I haven't had time to cast this week, unfortunately. Either of the 2 weeks so far.
Bad
Otherwise, I might
Guys.
have more insights.
Bad Guys from the game I did watch them play because they've played 2 games. The game that I did watch
Yeah.
them play, which we'll cover in a bit, I think they looked really strong and they were like quite coordinated. Maybe Nathan
that-
effect.
Yeah, Nathan effect definitely. And Nathan plus JJ does sound like a dastardly duo,
There's
doesn't it?
the two
Like you
like,
could picture them standing by the edge of mid lane, twirling their mustaches, coming up with an evil plan.
two
Yeah, and then,
cerebral
like-
powers.
Perhaps between them they can control Will.
Maybe I don't know though.
They've each got a hand
Oh,
on Will's
shit.
remote control.
Is this like, because since I've been in the IDL, it's been like a recurring theme that Ellie and Will never end up on the same team, and Ellie doesn't like it. Is this the first time it's happened?
This
Ever,
isn't the
or-
first time it's happened. No,
The
I'm
first
pretty
time
sure
in a
it's
while.
happened previously. Yeah, I'm not sure
Yeah.
when. I couldn't tell you. I mean, I could have a look
Well,
back.
congrats to them.
Congrats.
Oh damn it! They're being so cute. Maybe one day. I still need it.
Okay, what you're saying is this? You're gonna get your girlfriend into IDL,
Mrs. Mogger. Mrs. Mogger.
Mrs. Mogger.
Mrs. Mogger.
I don't think.
Does the pod know Mrs. Mogger's sort of like identity, her like wider identity, or is this not for the pod?
All I know about her is MILF spec. That's the only thing I know.
Mrs. Mogger is. I think she was on the last podcast episode, actually.
Oh yeah, she was. Yeah, she was
I
very
think she
briefly
walked-
with a friend, I believe.
No, that was a few episodes ago. Hold on, let me just find out.
Oh, with the bulky one. No, wait.
No, that was like 3 episodes ago, maybe.
Like when you were on holiday.
When I was on holiday, let me just pull
Came
this
into
up.
the room.
Did I? Maybe I didn't see.
Hold on.
Maybe I just
I
wasn't
don't
paying
think you
attention.
did. It's like. Is it here? Wait.
Damn, he knows the time code of.
He's
Well,
been
Mrs.
jacking
Morgan-
it.
Oh yeah, here you go. There's
Oh.
Mrs. Mogg comes in. Wait, hold on. Let me just switch the. There's Mrs. Mogg.
Oh, hello. Well, isn't that
Excuse me,
a few
Pete.
pixels?
She gave me some biscuits. Oh,
Stop
goodbye.
your face with biscuits.
Wait, what, did I put my hand over to cover her in a bikini?
Yeah.
That's quality.
Oh no, Henry, we're a fucking react channel now. We're reacting.
We're
to our own
reacting to our
content.
own pod. We have no fucking content anymore. This is the thing. This is the thing, Pete. We need you to revive it because look, Matt, we've actually been going off a
Oh
cliff.
no, don't bring it up. No,
look,
no,
look
no.
at our views. If like last season we were like cruising like 70
Alright, let's
to
keep it,
100.
let's keep it moving. Because I think so. I'm gonna give some live feedback. I don't really ever watch the bit about the games. Maybe
No,
I
I
pay
don't
attention to the games that I'm in, but like I just think it's like it's the point of the podcast kind of, but it's not really that interesting to me. So maybe this.
I wholly agree, to be honest. Like if this was my podcast, which it actually is, but I'm just gonna act like it's not, then I would prefer talking shit. Honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
Let's do a poll then in between
Well, it's-
the next episode and this one. We'll do a
Let's-
poll and see if people want us to talk about the games.
Let's
Okay.
quickly finish through these games, what we can remember of
Yeah,
them. And,
yeah, we'll
like,
talk about these ones. Yeah.
because I think okay, yeah, hold on. I'll save this for our chat afterwards. Let me just put a reminder. It's gonna say reminder. Rem Diner. Okay, whatever.
Dude, the
same thing.
reminder's gonna say reminder. That's crazy.
Okay, and then we'll talk about that after because we can do a bit of pod discussing. Right,
Yeah.
next game was
Sporky Diver.
This is JPK.
Sporky
Versus
Diver.
oh, that's why it's Jolly Pirate Crew. Oh my god, I'm so fucking stupid. Holy shit.
Oh, I didn't even
realise
know
that's
that.
how it was called.
Bro, I didn't
Did you
know
not
that
either?
shit.
That's crazy.
It's like everyone thinking, man, this guy's called Flow Rider. It's crazy. He's from Florida.
Flow Rider, yeah.
Dude,
It's crazy.
that
How
is
did that
crazy.
work out? What
Yeah.
the
Nobody
chances?
knows. Joy.
Yui. I don't know if I watched this match either. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think I did.
Let me
No,
let me refresh who's on Sporky
This
Diver.
was. I'm just trying to remember because obviously we don't have the stats. I
Yeah.
think this was the episode. Not. Oh my god, Jesus Christ! The game where
Oh, Joe
they
played Techies.
could have. No.
No,
No,
did
that
you
was
play
against
Techies?
Slappy.
No, that was against.
But they
against
won a
Slappy.
game with Techies, didn't they?
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
that was Joe
against Slappy.
subbing. That was Joe
We'll come to that.
subbing.
We'll come to that.
Oh, Joe subbing. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No,
Never
there
mind.
was. There was. Oh, I just can't. I can't. Wait, hold on. It might be in my
Just
DMs
can't
with him,
remember.
but I need to.
Andrew, Kira, Ari, and they won. That's cool.
No, they've got a fucking good team. Let me scroll up.
Yeah, I guess that's where those are pretty even. It's just with the they have got a good team, but with the like Andrew playing, I guess there's still always a bit of a question mark there, right? But anyway, go on.
What do you think about that?
Oh,
What do we think about what?
that's
I'm
good. Is that
holding
your
up on
screensaver?
Yeah, that's my picture of Joe looking fit. So let me scroll up because I'm sure he told me about it.
Just, while you're scrolling, you can really
This is-
see my tan lines. Look at that.
I
That's
really,
Bro, you're looking jacked,
it-
Matt.
if you want to pump the views up, it may be worth editing as well. Like,
Oh, we
editing
don't
this
care
bit
that
out.
much. No, it's more so we just want to have the most like the best we just want to have the pod that everybody's gonna enjoy. Like this is
Yes.
I don't think it's a secret that this is a low effort pod. We just get on,
Yeah.
chat shit, and like have some guests on, do a couple
Yeah.
cool fun questions, and like
Yeah.
that's kind of the vibe. We're not chasing views, but like obviously something's happened that is people aren't enjoying it as much. So maybe we just want people to enjoy it. That's all.
Well, to be fair, the finale episode was a lot about the grand finals and then going into the new season, wasn't it? We did a little bit of a preview, and maybe people were already done talking about it because the draft had been a few days before that, like, and everyone had sort of already digested it. So maybe there just wasn't a whole lot of, interest in listening to us waffle for an hour.
In the meantime,
was-
whilst Henry's looking up that, do you know
can't
anything
find
about
it.
good guys versus bad guys, Matt?
yeah.
I know it was a grudge match. I know it's the derby. I know it's
It's a
Yeah.
local derby.
it's the ideal derby for this season. Like, we've got JJ versus Finn. Was it Finn in the end, or did someone sub for Finn? I can't remember.
No, it was.
Oh no, Finn did play that game, didn't he? He
Finn played
someone
Dazzle.
Dazzle.
Yeah, he played
Yes.
Dazzle in one of the games. He did not enjoy playing
Yeah.
Dazzle. I don't think. I think he was
No.
feeling bad about himself. But I thought he actually played well. I was watching it and I was like, damn, there's nothing he can really do. But he's wasting a load of time for a lot of the stuff.
Well, I think, look, I don't think it would be out of place to say that, like, it's going to be quite hard if Finn does want to support on that team with, like, Higgsy is the only, like, high rank core. Like, obviously,
No, I think
partly
Finn's playing
confident is...
offlane.
Yeah, but not if he's Dazzle. He
Yeah,
was, like,
he did.
supporting that one. He
Didn't
was,
he?
like, low net worth.
Oh, I
He
thought he
was
played
like-
offlane Dazzle. Did I get that wrong?
Well, when I tuned in later on, he was in, like, the bottom two of his team net worth by, like, enough of a margin that it really didn't look like he was playing core Dazzle.
Oh dear.
I think. So I think he wasn't, and like he did say he wanted to play support, but I think it's going to be quite difficult with that lineup.
I think
not have-
QC can carry games, but it's not the type of player you'd want as your like reliable carrying core player.
CD as well. CD for both
Yeah.
both Finn and QCI is probably quite difficult.
Yeah. The synergies are a rough one still. But I don't know.
Bad guys look good though.
Bad guys look fucking good. Yeah, actually.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, I think
Maybe they are the bad
You
guys.
might be learning that Nathan and Will aren't the captain draft anchors that they would want you to believe.
Maybe. I do think there's probably Nathan's definitely got enough heroes for CD.
Yeah.
I think Nathan's good at
I'm
CD.
still not sold on Will in CD, but that's just me personally. I don't
Shots
know.
fired.
You see him really shine on his heroes, is what I'll say. Maybe he's just not quite as spectacular on non his heroes. That's more what I'm getting at. It's not like he's going to be bad. It's just you're not going to really see him pop off unless he's on one of his big boys.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Good save, Matt. Good save.
Good save. Good save. Good save.
So,
No
should we move on to the
flame.
next one?
Yeah, the next one was Slappy Fat Nuts.
You can
and
tell us
Splash-
about these ones, can't you?
Yeah, Slappy
Well,
Fat
yeah,
Nuts
I can also
versus
do a bit because
Splash.
I cast it, although I don't remember it too well.
Will I be able to
So I
find it
cast
on my
the
Dota book?
against JPK.
I'm not sure if you will. I don't. Oh no, that's the AD one.
No, you'll be able to see it in client.
If you go into your game client, yeah, you'll see
doing
it,
that last time
but,
crashed my PC, so I'll just do it from memory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was like, this was,
Your team's really fucking strong, by the way. Henry.
Yeah.
Your team looks fucking powerful in this game. Like
yeah.
JPK's, like I think game one was like kind of close, like or at least not that close, but like they had a chance. Whereas game two, it looked like they were completely shut
I
down,
mean,
if
game
remember
game
correctly.
one was like JPK was holding the world on his shoulders, but the world was a little too heavy for him.
What did he play?
It was I just
Sven?
can't quite remember. I think it was Sven.
Was it
yeah,
Sven?
I think it was Sven.
And then like
And
we
you just
had
went God mode on it.
And the second one, or was it Ursa?
Seb
that
was
was in the
playing
most recent one.
Darkseer,
Seb was playing Darkseer.
and then who was the mid and what did he have?
Wait,
I
no.
guess it was, oh,
No, Joe was playing
no, it was-
Anti-Mage. Joe was playing Anti-Mage.
Yes.
And
yes, yes.
and
Sorry,
and
and it was
Seb was
Jerry.
Arc
something
Was there an
Warden.
mid.
Arc Warden at
Arc
some point?
Warden.
Yeah.
Or was that second game? No, that's second
No,
game.
I think Jerry was.
Anyway,
Melee,
the thing that mattered
yeah.
really was that that Seb was on Darkseer and that Joe was on Anti-Mage, and both of these heroes do nothing between like 10 and 25 minutes. So,
Yeah.
or really 10 and 30 minutes. So it's like we kind of just hit a timing and were able to just ball up. And Joe was causing some stress,
Yeah.
but we were just pretty regimented.
Yeah. Plus, like no shade on Jerry, but you know my boy Charlie did kind of handle him a bit.
He
so
did,
like,
yeah. But
like because Charlie is so underrated, that I'm gonna say like credit to Charlie big time. So like it meant that like if Seb and Seb on Darkseer and Joe on Anti-Mage are a bit slower out the gates, that's really difficult if your mid laner is also had a game.
Yeah, I think Jerry suffers in CD because his mid pool is, like probably about. He has like 2 comfort heroes, which is Brood and Arc. Sorry to bait you out, Jerry, on all of these. But then he has like maybe only 10 other
And
heroes.
he's posted
that he
these in
can-
IDL General, I'm pretty sure. He's posted
he
his
has.
hero grid.
Yeah, we studied it before the game.
So,
I
yeah.
made sure we banned all them. But
It's also like really specific shit as well. Like it's not like
Niche.
because like
That's
a lot
niche.
of mid heroes, there's loads of like overlap between what they do. These 2 heroes are like they're real weird heroes. They do such specific things in
Yeah.
a game. It's not like you can be like, oh, I'm a Brood player, but I suppose that transfers over to Co-op.
no,
Not really.
Not really. Yeah. They have like really special playstyles, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
But then second game was just like, it was just, I don't know, it was just all systems go. We were just cooking on some serious gas.
Speaking of second game, sorry to jump ahead, but I really want to talk about game 2 versus the good guys. Can we talk about techies? Can we talk about techies,
Spaff
please?
has Spaff, would you not want to cover the first game of Spaff?
No, I actually don't.
That's the only one I was in. I didn't even play in the second one, bro.
I was
Wait,
supposed
what were you
to
doing
win
in the
both
second
of
one?
these, and then Higgsy came out. I was supposed to be subbing for Higgsy, and then he turned up after all. And I was quite sad because I was looking forward to getting completely crushed by Charlie. But anyway,
Well, you
Wait,
know
so
what?
hold
there
on.
was
You were only in game 1, Henry.
yeah, I was only in game 1. Pete, there was actually a bit of discussion in our Discord whether we'd have preferred Higgsy or Pete. So
Wow.
there was let that be what it is. There was discussion about it. I'm not going to tell you what the discussion was, but that's for maybe the discussion was.
It was at least worth asking the question, which is nice.
It was.
In that case, Henry, yeah, talk us through game 1. What happened?
I forgot. No, I'm just
What were you
kidding.
playing?
I'm just kidding. I was playing Bane. I got kind of farmed in the lane, but then Marcus is just an absolute god, so we still managed to win the lane, even though we both died in the lane. And this was against an Ursa. And then Joe's Ursa eventually got BKB, but it was a bit too difficult because they didn't really have anything that could cancel grip. So I would just wait in the
Is there a
sidelines.
Beastmaster in this game as well, or am I thinking of
No,
a
you're
different
thinking
one?
of second game. And Marcus was playing Centaur, and then
Uh-huh.
it was like eventually he just would press BKB and get gripped, and it was like, oh, for fuck's sake. So we had some nice fights. It was a bit tense at the top, like in the first game. We could have won or lost, but I think in the end there was.
Ursa's a real swingy hero like
yeah, it
that,
was a
where
bit
it
of a
can
press
get
out.
it can get tight.
And then
Skitty.
second game. So I subbed out because I had to go for a dinner with my girlfriend, but Bojo kindly stepped in for me.
Just in time for your team to get railed by Joe.
Basically.
Absolutely railed.
I tuned in briefly to this and I was like, what the hell? How are these numbers like this? Because game one, I watched a decent amount of and I was like, okay, this looks like what I expect. Slappy Fatness looks great. Like, Marquise has turned up and, like, Slappy Fatness look really strong. So I was like, okay, you know, they're winning this quite strongly. Then I come round and you're like 15-0 or something.
Well, I felt the same, Pete, because I looked at the draft and I was like, they first picked.
Yeah,
they
I
first
tuned
picked
out
Sven.
after the draft. I just assumed it was over.
Yeah, they first picked Sven and I was like, okay, I love Custard on Sven. Last season I was really impressed with him. And then they last picked Techies and I messaged Joe. I was like, bro, get out the fucking kitchen. And then I was eating dinner and I bring up my phone and the score is like 5-0 and I'm like, what is going on? It was 5-0 and I was like, boys, what's going on? And I was about to message in the Discord and I was like, fuck it, I'll just pull this back. Then I opened it in 10 minutes time. It was 20-0 and I was like, guys, what is going on? Like, seriously, Joe's picked carry techies. What is going on?
So what I heard happened was that they got team wiped the rune fight.
Yes.
And then it just spiraled.
I think it was at least 4 kills. I'm not sure if it was 5. I think it was 4.
It was
the
bad.
difference between 4 and 5 isn't that big, I don't think.
Not at that point in the game, it's pretty demoralizing as well to die with 4 people for nothing. Like it's real bad.
Yeah, but
I'm pretty sure Ryan got a kill.
Like...
Ryan got a kill like at the start. Like as soon as they went into the bot lane, Ryan and Joe just immediately
They got a double
killed.
kill. They got a double kill.
Yeah, they immediately got like 1 or 2 kills, and then it was just like I think bot lane at that point was just over because they just stunned into blast off.
Yeah.
And then everyone just died. It's crazy.
You can see how like a level 1, you know, almost team wipe happens if just like someone is overconfident into a techies, right? Like
he got 4 people I think with the blast off. And,
yeah. There was I don't know. Apparently there was a call to go up onto the high ground blind. I don't think that was the greatest call. I don't think that was the
famous last
call.
words.
I don't know.
Let's go. Oh, dude, I've had one of those in IDL where it's just like I think it was like the first patch post Twin Gates, and it was just like, oh, let's go through the game all together, right? And there was just a Tide Hunter and a Disruptor waiting on the other side, and we all died. It was just like, well, maybe we just shouldn't have done that.
I had a similar thing when like Underlord's ult was changed, and that was for you. And I was like, hang on, we can go through this team with like 3 seconds to go. It turns out I went like directly to their base, closed behind me, and none of my team came with me. And like I think it was a move where it's like if other people had come with me, it's kind of cool and we get a kill and like get out. But what happened was I was alone in that base with like 2 or 3 heroes, and I was just like, oh no.
Oh no. Oh
yeah,
god.
These situations they happen,
and
I think it was just one of them games. Like it was just one of them games.
The good guys won with possibly the most captain's draft team I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, I saw the end of the draft. I was in a stack I think with a few people, and I said to them, and I was like, I just paused the stream. I was like, all right, okay, well they've just given up on game 2, I guess, and like they're not even trying. And then I tune back in 10 minutes later, and it's like 23k up in 10 minutes, and I'm like, okay, well fuck me, I guess I know nothing about it.
Yeah.
Like, what more is there to say? Like. It's a great game. I watched some of it back because I was so amazed at how it had happened. But well done, good guys.
Well done, good guys. Sick. Yeah. Annoyingly, there was a Marcy left in the pool at the end of that, and I think Marcy's good again with pick me up.
I think she's all right. If you're good at the pick me up, then yeah, she's really good. It's you've got to like if you're playing pick me up Marcy with like any strength offlaner, then
Yeah,
it's
it's
sick.
like bust.
Like,
I saw
Undying Axe.
pick me up
or,
with
like, any of
axe
these.
is crazy because you just jump, stun, hit them twice, both of you. That's like
Yeah.
300 damage. Then you call, and then you have a
Yeah.
fucking throw. Like it's
And
it's
then they can't even get away because there's battle hunger. Like,
Yeah.
it's so many layers of nonsense.
So cool.
Yeah,
That's
stupid.
cool.
It's really stupid. Okay, so those are the games. Do you wanna answer some questions for us, Pete?
Let's do some
We can do.
Qs and A's perhaps.
I don't know about any
Oh,
aids.
hell.
Just me a sec.
Questions for Wraith King EnJJoyer. Here we go. You have quite a lot of responses there. What? Okay, first question. Let me do this. Then I can change my thing.
Wait, did Pete make his own? Did he do any questions for himself?
Yeah, Pete said to himself, "People are calling you the
Look.
guiding light and paragon of morality of the IDL. How do you handle such responsibility?"
Look, firstly, thank you. Some people are talking about this, but not enough people are talking about this. Actually, I do want to drop. I do want to drop kayfabe for a moment. I hope it's obvious that I didn't type this up.
It does sound like the sort of thing you would write yourself.
Well, I am sad to hear that, but I assure you that I did.
It's either you or it's JJ. Like that's it. Those are the only two people I
Okay,
can imagine.
look, it could also. Well, it does.
I feel like
sound
this could be
JJ.
Nathan. This could be Nathan.
It
Oh,
would
it
make sense.
could be Nathan.
It could be Nathan because he's apparently mad that Finn actually says this about him. It could be JJ because it's quite JJ worded, and also it would make sense because people think that Wraith King EnJJoyer is me, and Wraith King EnJJoyer has been dropping hints that Wraith King EnJJoyer is JJ, right?
That's true.
So
it might actually be
this is
JJ then, Wraith King EnJJoyer.
That's
Yeah, it could be.
we'll have to get him on next week and ask.
Yeah, we'll have to get Wraith King EnJJoyer on.
EnJJoyer on.
EnJJoyer.
But yeah, I don't know. It's like obviously it's not a true responsibility that I have, but I think it's important to try and be good in the world. And not be too preachy about it. Like because people get turned off by that, so it's a hard line to walk between like saying like maybe you shouldn't do X, Y thing, Z thing that's bad, and not coming off like an ass.
Well,
guy.
you can still be sexy and activisty. Both are fine. I think they're one and the same. Really.
I think that's true.
I've got condoms that say protect me and all that I love. I don't actually. I do have one that says cover me, I'm going in. That's a good one. I put that picture in Beale, I think. I put it in Beale.
I think you did, or it might have been on Snap. I can't remember.
On Beale too. Yeah, like cover me, I'm going in is less wholesome, but still a bit funny.
It's good, yeah. Okay, question 2. Dopest skate trick you can do.
Okay, I can answer this. I'm
gonna YouTube
so
what it is.
I can't do much yet. I did make a stupid little video. Maybe I can send that through to you and it will.
Oh yeah.
Hang on a second.
Send the
Hold on. But so the dopest thing I do, I didn't get on, or I have done. Wouldn't say I can do it. I can't do it consistently. But what's called a Casper flip, I think, which is where, so I can do Casper flip, but I did a Casper flip which landed into a truck stand. If anyone knows what that means. I did that by accident, but didn't fall off, and I was like, that's crazy. Give me a second to see if I can find the link.
Yo, you can do hold on. Let me just...
Casper flips... No, wait, hang on. I've got the wrong thing then. Hang on. Okay, no, that's not right.
Yeah, that's like a kick flip, and then you pull
I can't do that. No. I thought a Casper flip was the one that... No. First Casper flip. That is what it is. It's gonna look... It looks very cool, but it's not that hard.
Yo, that is cool. This one?
How long until you do your first 900, Pete?
Yeah,
Yo, that's
how
sick,
to
Pete.
half flip Casper. That's cool. Sorry, give me a second to really.
That is cool. Yo! That's fucking cool, actually. I wonder if I can do this snowboard. Okay. Are we getting a video of you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have sound? Because it's a stupid video that I made when I made. Hello, whatever. I'm just gonna send it. I'm not gonna explain it. I don't need to explain myself.
You don't need to explain it. Yeah. You sending it as
But
a link or
it's good with sound. Yeah. Good with
okay.
sound.
Visiting this site.
Nice.
Sound. Why has it got no sound?
I don't know. You tell me. Oh, because you muted it for Linda Pista.
Yeah. This whole thing's muted. Okay.
Who's Kyle Mooney?
Oh, Kyle Mooney. We can find out about him later. It's not very good quality because anyway, whatever. It's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit! Wait. We need to start again. Sorry, I wasn't on my other screen. We were just saying yeah to that.
2, 1.
Okay, now it is.
Wait, as in, you want me to do it on 3 or like?
Why is that first bit so funny?
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on over
Where's
here?
Ryden?
Well,
Yo.
we're going on
that's
a
Rip is coming.
Oh,
That's Rip.
River. Oh,
we're going on a journey. What do you
The
mean?
combo going.
We're going inside.
Yo, that's the Casper flex.
Inside where? We're going inside.
That's called a hippie jump,
Of
and
you.
it's scarier than you'd think. But yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you can do it over cars, I think, can't you?
Yeah.
Yo, wait, hold on a minute.
That's just a
Oh.
Casper flip, bro.
That's clean.
Not as clean as this one.
Oh.
Oh. He baited us.
Hang on, this one.
Yeah, but has it been continued yet?
Not yet.
I witnessed him sprain his ankle trying to do a kickflip, so
Yeah, okay. I didn't try.
it was late. It was very late.
Yeah. I will say no. I'm not stepping back from the fact that happened. What I will step back from is I didn't think I could do a kickflip. What I thought I might be able to do is make the board do the motion without me
Do the
coming anywhere near
kickflip
to
mode. Yeah,
landing
that
on
is
it.
what
Yeah,
the attempt
yeah.
was. Yeah, and then I think
Yeah.
you just slipped because it was
Just-
uneven
yeah.
ground.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just because I haven't done it in ages. So when I was a teenager, I could do a stationary kickflip. Now I
Yeah.
super couldn't. But anyway.
Okay, next question. Thank you, Pete.
I
for your
took care of him,
questions.
don't worry.
Ryan has some questions. Question 1. What's with all the piss? Origin, please.
I guess my bladder. I don't know, dude.
Wasn't it JJ that started calling you Peter Piss?
Yeah, I don't know whether that happened before I started calling myself PP, but I can talk about the PP origin story, which is actually quite a bit before IDL. So specifically, it was back in 2020 when Among Us was kind of new, and there was like an online conference for the like PhD course that I was doing at the time, and at the end of it, people started playing Among Us, and I was playing with people that I didn't really like. I knew some of the people in the room, but not everyone. So I started typing my name out as Pete, and then I was like, it would be funnier if I called myself PP. So I sort of stopped, changed my name to PP, and that's what I used in only Among Us for a while. But then I kind of liked it and switched it as my IDL name. It's also a bit of a reference to my friend Lisa, who's Chinese, and her name is like literally Li Sha, and then so her nickname would be Shasha, and then I was like PP was like a fun thing to do like that.
Okay.
So that's the full story of PP.
Peter Piss.
And then obviously
Okay.
Peter Piss was definitely JJ started calling me that, and I don't know whether that was
Little
before or
Peter
after.
Piss was what I remember.
Little Peter Piss.
Little Peter
Yes.
Piss. Yeah.
But now who's laughing because I'm big pissing.
Big
Pissin.
pissin'.
I love Big Pissin. Oh, Big Pissin's like my favorite
Big pissin'.
iteration
Oh.
of a nickname. It's so good.
Yeah.
Pete.
Big Pissin.
Yo.
Is that Big Pissin?
Oh yeah. That's the little prize that I did for the quiz, or one of the prizes.
Hold on.
It's the little goblin that I painted. And yeah, Henry took his prize at the IDL quiz
There we
trap
go.
house.
Goblins now officially.
Oh,
staying
yeah.
up there. Unless have I got any blue tack or something? That'd be cool. Otherwise, it's just gonna have to stay there. Okay, well
I
it's
think,
done.
yeah, you should probably piss on it for
I
full
can piss on it.
authenticity.
Tell us about times you first got Marks pilled and Eco pilled. IDL Lowground
Yeah.
Political Edition.
Okay, so yeah,
It was Corbin, wasn't it?
it was Corbin era basically. like basically until then, I was not very switched
Oh,
on.
Bojo, close your ears.
People started talking about it, and then so like I'm a pretty comfortable middle class guy, so I didn't really grow up seeing a lot of and also with the times it was true that there wasn't like a lot of difference in between the Tories and Labour for most of my childhood. There was a brief period where there was, and people started talking. I remember like also a mate like sending me like a philosophy tube video about like rent or something, and that was another thing where it's just like for a while I just didn't think about it. I was like, you pay rent, of course you pay rent, and then someone points out like, why would someone be able to extract money for you just because they had the money to buy the house in the first place? Like, one, is that fair? And two, is that like conducive to a society that works well, or does it have these like long-term deleterious effects where it just like concentrates more and more wealth in the people who have the money to buy the houses to rent them out? And obviously I think it does the latter, where it's it's just like a negative, like inherently
effect,
negative system. Yeah, because it's just like feedback loop, that kind of thing.
What do you think?
And EcoPilled was I'll go on, sorry.
No, carry on. Actually, it's probably for after this question. Yep.
Yeah, the EcoPilled thing. I have been my dad's a vegetarian, and has been as far as long as I've ever known. And so I didn't eat much. Well, I ate meat but maybe less than other people growing up. And then at a certain point, I was like, I could quite easily go vegetarian because it's better for the environment.
Yeah.
And I did that, and then I sort of left it at that. But the more things have got worse, the more extreme, that activists and scientists are getting in their warnings, the more it's like, okay, actually, we need to take more serious action. I mean, just for a long time, I just thought, as with the politics stuff, I just thought there are adults in the room kind of thing. We can make small changes, but on the whole, people are taking these sorts of issues seriously. And the more people talk about ways in which that's not happening, and the more life experience I have, I realize just like that's not true. Like, there are basically very few serious politicians, and the ones in power aren't serious. And so, yeah. So then I sort of realized that it was more than just like, I can be vegetarian and that's good. There's actually much bigger systemic changes we need to make. And that they're all interlinked.
Yep.
And also, one of the things, okay, if I am allowed to have one more thing, which is that I really do think that a lot of people get switched off by climate politics because they think that they have to make sacrifices in their lives. And for example, for you, Henry, who's someone who, that might be true in certain ways. But I think for a lot of people, and even with your car sort of thing, there are so many ways where people assume that making society more eco-friendly has to make our lives, because we have to consume less, we have to go on fewer holidays, we might have less convenience. But if we also look in like a more holistic way at like how part of the problem is like overproduction and overconsumption, and people being advertised shit that they don't actually want and that doesn't actually make their life. If we can reduce the amount of work that people are the number of hours that people are putting in the dick sucking factory. Sorry, actually no. Let's increase the number of hours that people are putting in the dick sucking, and decrease the number of hours that people are doing at the pointless shit that we don't want factory and the fast fashion factory, and we spread the actual work that needs to be done. People have more time to like walk to the shops and spend time with their friends, and and more time to suck their friends' dicks.
Bro, I can get on board with that.
Amen.
A little head never hurt a friendship. That's kind of my motto, really.
Yeah, look.
Well, we learned that, didn't we, Henry?
If everyone's interested in the like interaction, go ahead.
Yeah. My question was, what do you think about them lowering the voting age?
I think it's a token gesture.
I think it's not like coming from a serious place with the Starmer government. I'm sure they've got some like polling that think that have a better chance against reform if they do it.
Yeah.
In terms of like the actual whether or not it's a good thing, I actually haven't thought about it very hard and don't have a strong opinion. I think it's true that but according to neuroscience, brains aren't properly developed until like mid-20s, but then 18 is an arbitrary age. I do think that like life experience is important, but also obviously loads of old people have like completely views that I would disagree extremely strongly with a lot of life experience. So I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm sort of sympathetic. I think them doing it is definitely not in good faith or for good reasons, but it could be a good thing.
I think it's definitely just so they can beat the other parties. Like,
Yeah, this is what I was saying about token gesture. I think it's just because they're saying it. They're doing it just so they can say they did it more than anything.
For sure. But whether they accidentally do a good thing,
it could
I
be
think
good.
it's
It
fine.
definitely could be good. I think it's okay. Yeah, I think it's okay.
I think it's fine. I think on balance, it'll probably be neutral, to be honest.
You got plenty of clever people that age. You got plenty of people who literally have just played Fortnite and look at Tung Tung Sahur for the whole life. So
a lot of right-wing young males at the moment. So you
I was going to say also,
that.
like, it is a bit scary with the Andrew Tate sort of like prevalence at schools that I've heard about. I don't know if that's tailing off, but anyway, like, I'm not like I don't know.
Okay.
But obviously, that exists through all age groups.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thanks, Ryan, for that. Yeah. Nathan has a question. If Lennox, Marks, and Keynes walked into a bar, how long before they all walk out as Keynesians?
Keynes, never.
No,
only Keynes is walking out, so technically, I guess whenever Keynes walks out, he's got a gun.
What?
Is Keynes is there a Keynes's gun?
No, I'm just riffing.
Yeah, fair enough. So yeah, do you want a quick? I'm guessing you don't know who Keynes is if you called it Keynesian. So you've heard of Lenin and Marx then. So Marx is sort of like early socialist thinker, and Lenin is sort of like, you know, big leader in the Russian Revolution and socialist thinker as well. Keynes is someone who's like, I don't know, like an economist whose main thing was like making sure that people are working is like one of the key things. So like one of the classic things that Keynes examples of Keynesian things is like getting people to just dig holes and fill them back in, because if you're paying someone to do something, then they have money that they can spend elsewhere in the economy, and it keeps the economy going. So you can pay people to do things that don't need doing, and still that's good for your economy. So it's like anti-austerity, but it's like from the like 40s and stuff.
Okay.
If you accept, like, you know, I don't agree with that on the like, well, there are parts of Keynesianism that make a lot of sense in that like the money keeps being circulated through the economy, and that's a good thing. But also, as I described earlier, I don't want people working more hours than they need to. I would rather pay people to not work. Exactly how we do that and have a productive society that like everyone's needs, it obviously still needs to be worked out. But
that's the hard part, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think one of the things to bear in mind with that stuff is to stay on the soapbox is obviously people have tried to do things that aren't like Soviet communism. And, you know, Cuba is an example that a lot of people hail as having done quite well. But obviously so many places in the world who have been to do things that aren't, like, in, you know, globalist, capitalist. I shouldn't say the word globalist. Capitalism with globalization. Obviously, globalist has some...
I was thinking of some connotations, yes.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that, like, obviously, you know, modern imperialism has a lot of things. I'm not saying that. Anyway, point is, the CIA, you know, does a lot of coups, and means that if you try and do something that doesn't allow the global north, the US and so, to invest in your country, you just, like, you know, they'll do hard power, not just soft power, to make sure that you fall in line. So it's hard to know what can work, given that, like, things that could work have been intentionally stifled by, you know, the global superpowers of the 20th century.
There we go.
Okay, well, I think we've got a more Dota-oriented question number 2. When you die in a Dota game, do you see it as a form of wealth redistribution?
You know, I guess it depends on the numbers. Like, do they earn or they get more money? Doesn't it generate more money than?
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it would be redistribution if it just like the gold that you lost went into their pockets, but you lose some gold into the ether, and they gain more gold than you lost.
System, yeah.
Yeah. Which
Inflation.
I could talk about inflation and how it's not necessarily. Anyway, we don't need to go to that.
Okay.
But I think so. I think the better wealth redistribution in Dota 2 is actually philanthropy, though, because obviously it's Alchemist. Yeah. In the real world, philanthropy not so good, but Alchemist, he's the one.
Next question from Dr. Seuss EnJJoyer.
Okay.
Okay, well, now we don't know who.
Oh my god, this is a long question. The Grinch is widely regarded as the most iconic Dr. Seuss villain. Despite his heroic attempts to deconsumerize Christmas, I don't even know how to say this, Onsula is...
The Onceler?
The once...
Is it the Onceler? Like, as in the...
Oh, Onceler.
The
Yeah,
Onceler.
it's got a
Yeah, the
hyphen,
Onceler. The
I haven't
Onceler
seen it. I don't remember.
is a
but-
clearly less ambiguous villain, representing the environmentally destructive nature of capitalism. Do you think the promotion of the Grinch as the more recognized villain is an active decision by the mainstream media?
Yo. That's a great question.
This is the Onceler, by the way.
Yeah, so that's from the Lorax. Hell yeah! What? Gay pride.
Wait, where's
Go
the...
to Adisec?
Is the Onceler...
Oh.
Bro.
Oh, hell.
Hell yes.
It's not Pride Month anymore. Turn that shit off.
I don't think that's good pride though. If the Onceler is evil, that's what, like pink washing. That's pink washing right there.
Anyway, yeah. Do you think the promotion of the Grinch as the more recognized villain is an active attempt at something or other?
I would say, for the sake of the character, for the sake of the bit, 100% yes. It might just be that if I'm allowed to be briefly serious, it may just be that, like, environmentalism is a topic that a lot of people like to not think about. So
It is also worth mentioning the Grinch's goal is not anti-consumerism. It is to stop Christmas.
yeah, but Christmas is a consumer anyway.
No, but he's not attempting to deconsumerize Christmas. He's attempting to remove Christmas.
Yeah, but that could be because he sees that there's no.
It's because the kids called him ugly at school.
Well, look, you can.
That's
have
what
that
happens in the
reading.
movie.
Yeah, exactly. That can be your reading of it, but the reading could
It's
also
not
be.
reading, it's what happens.
No, I know. So you're talking about what happened, and your reading is that that's the main motivation, right?
It's what happened.
Matt, come on, you're a Warhammer fan. You know how this works. The lore of Warhammer.
Yeah,
from the
I want a
Imperial-
skin room.
The lore of Warhammer 40,000 is from the perspective of the Imperium. So it's not. It's intentionally most of the time.
No, I read it all in a Cockney accent.
Intentionally like a unreliable narrator type situation. The same could be true of the Grinch. You could choose to read it like, and that he's an anti-capitalist that has been unfairly maligned because he might, and it may even be that he just purely wants to destroy Christmas. But maybe that's because he's decided he's made the judgment that Christmas has been so consumed by consumerism that you can't fix it without destroying it.
Okay.
They're
Anyway,
so intertwined.
Anyway, next question. In Yertle the Turtle, famously banned from classrooms during a Canadian teacher labour dispute, Max says, I know. Up on top, you are seeing great things. Or seeing great sights, sorry. But down here at the bottom, we too should have rights. As a devout monarchist, how do you think Yertle should have responded?
these are like fucking essay questions.
Is this the Red Hot Chili Peppers song? That's the only Yertle the Turtle I know. What is Yertle the Turtle? It's a picture. That's a Dr. Seuss thing.
It's another Dr. Seuss
That's a
thing.
Red Hot Chili Peppers song from Freaky Styley, which I believe it was from Freaky Styley, which was produced by George Clinton, who was very cool.
I love the Clintons.
Yeah. Well, George. He's not related to Bill and Hillary.
No, I was going to
I
say,
said
which
what I
goes to me.
Yeah. Okay, so wait, can we go back to the question a sec? I've got a picture of
Yeah.
Yertle the Turtle. I understand that it's a Dr. Seuss? Is it? How are you supposed to say it? Because I know it's not actually Dr. Seuss, or is it Dr. Seuss? Ooh,
I
wait.
thought it was Seuss.
Seuss.
I thought it was Dr. Seuss.
It might be Seuss. Yeah, it might be Seuss.
There's
Yeah,
a
it looks like it's
Seuss on the
Seuss.
loose.
Okay.
Theodore Seuss Geisel.
Yeah, okay. In Yertle the Turtle, famously banned. Okay. I know you are using great sight, but down here. I don't know which that's being Max says to Yertle, who's at the top. Yeah, okay, no, because there's a stack of turtles. Yertle should have said yes. Let's switch us all around. I don't have to always be at the top.
Good.
Okay, so we like
Great
it.
question, but yeah, it's just Yetl should have said yes. No kings.
Okay.
No kings except the Wraith King. No gods before God, no kings before Wraith King.
Okay. A dark voice beside you says,
This is JJ, yes!
do you like cricket?
Cricket's important.
I don't like cricket. I love it.
Okay.
But that's just for me and JJ. That's alright, no one else has to.
Okay,
Sorry, go
okay. And we have...
on. Great.
Bro, someone submitted this as an answer? That's it.
That's it.
It's- well-
Just empty.
I had a question.
Okay.
I said Rem Diner. What was I reminding
Yeah.
about? Oh, podcast.
Yeah, but do we have to do the IDL Street first?
Oh shit,
Do we
yeah.
have IDL Street? Oh shit, yeah, what do we have?
What have we got on
forgot.
IDL Street this week?
I'm glad Pete watches,
Yeah,
because he
thanks,
remembers
Pete.
IDL Street.
Let's have a look.
Sleepability, hell yeah.
Yeah, we're saving that
wait.
for Alex.
We're saving that for. Oh,
Okay.
and whoever was it last? How easy was it? Oh yeah, we didn't.
Was that Borky?
It was
didn't get,
Borky.
we didn't
so
do
we
one
didn't.
last
So
week,
you
we
can
didn't do one
choose.
last
You
week.
can choose.
Yeah, you
I
choose
can
on
choose
next
one,
week's
but-
one, Pete.
Yeah, I won. Yeah, we've also gone quite long, I'm sure. So
think
I
we
was
have.
thinking. Yeah, I was actually thinking. So, as you probably all know, tomorrow is the 30th anniversary of the Clueless. So I was thinking, as if ability, which basically is how much would they thrive in a sort of Mean Girls, to give it to a cultural reference that more people will be aware of, in a Mean Girls type scenario, cool but mean high school girl clique. Who would
Oh, that's
would
good.
thrive.
Yeah, that works. We could do that.
Okay.
Yeah, we could
Now
do
we've
that.
got that. Now we've got that in the bag. We can. Okay, we'll go off that. And we'll. How about this, Pete? We'll have you back on in the future to just do an
Oh,
IDL
yeah.
Street segment, a separate segment.
sure if you want? Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
we'll
fine by
do
me.
the IDL Street special where we just get loads of people on to do
Yeah,
IDL
yeah,
Street
yeah.
random.
This has gone plenty long, so I'm very happy to not do it this week. It's fine.
Okay.
Or never even.
Question that I wanted to ask for the people, we'll put a poll in the chat, is what do you want us from the podcast? Like, I'll put a form in so you can actually say, like, write a paragraph. What direction do you want
Yeah.
this podcast to go in? Because there is some direction from us, obviously. Like, we want to do what we want to do, but also we want you guys to
For what
want.
it's worth,
Yeah.
for what it's worth, I quite like talking about the games. The trouble is, without stats and the page, this week's felt really weird to talk about the games because I didn't have a lot of time to watch them, and also we didn't have any basis for them this week. Obviously, that felt weird. I do think we could probably talk about them for a shorter amount of time, but I do like talking about them. I like to catch up with the games just to keep everyone in the loop,
Mm.
Because otherwise the seasons can feel a bit, especially for me and Pete these last 2 weeks, we've basically played, I think, the very first day we could have done for week 1 and the very last day for week 2. So we've had like 2 whole weeks of nothing IDL. So if we didn't have anything like this to keep everything in our heads where the season's at, it does feel a bit odd.
Mm. Okay.
But yeah, I like talking about the games. That's just me.
Well, I do like
But-
hearing about the games, but I definitely think the bits that interest me more, like, if I don't have like the time to dedicate for the whole episode, I will just
Yeah.
skip. Like, I'll just be like, I'm going to
Yeah.
skip to the questions.
I get that. That is, to be fair, the first episode I listened to of the pod was with Nathan, and I think once you guys started talking about the games, I zoned out a bit.
I thought that was such a
'Cause
good
you-
episode of Nathan. We got.
Yeah,
it
Nathan was
like-
really fucking
Nathan
good.
was
He was so
fucking
funny. The fact that he just from the go just kept, was like, no, I'm in charge.
Yeah.
It was so funny. It's so good. Oh. But yeah, we'll put a poll in, and then not a poll, a form, because we want to get some feedback,
Mhm.
especially going into the new season. Yeah, just to make it. Oh, also, do you want me to go? I'll go, and then we can get Finn back.
Or
let
to be
us
honest,
know.
it's my turn to go. You get rid of me and get Finn and
Yeah.
Matt. So
You do the recording bit though, which is kind of the.
well, we'll figure something out. We'll ask. I'll do a few like questions, and I can do some like who do you want on the pod? Multiple answers for.
Oh no,
like...
let's not do that. I don't know if I want to know.
Okay. I mean, I don't have to tell you. I don't have to tell you, because then people can.
I don't want you to know.
I can get voted off, and then I can happily be voted off and take a breather with knowing that I'm not disappointing anyone because they don't want me there. That's the truth.
Yeah.
Pete, I have a question
Oh,
for you
okay.
as well. This might be the final question of the pod. Are you
Ever. This is the end of the whole thing. If this is a good answer.
are you planning on becoming the next admin of the IDL?
Hey, I wouldn't. So next year, so in autumn this year, I'm hoping to move house, and I'm hoping to quit my job and find a job like bar work or working in a shop where I'm having fewer hours, and basically I'm hoping to have more time for a bit, then start a PGC and then do teaching. I guess it would be like maybe starting teaching properly in autumn 27. So I could have some downtime to like be, not for as long as Alex and Nathan have done it. I could do it, but I don't especially want to. But if Nathan and Alex are stepping down, like, and no one else particularly wants to, you know.
Okay, that is actually a very interesting answer. Thank you. That's a perfect answer.
Bye.
Bye. See you guys next week.